Lindsey Graham went ballistic on CNN, finally says exactly what we've all been dying to hear. It seems like since Senator John McCain passed, Senator Lindsey Graham has finally found his voice, which most of us had thought he didn't have. And in this latest statement, he found his voice during an interview on the fake news network that is CNN. Yup, this is the same senator who we all used to call a wimp and who got 1% of the vote in his own state of Kentucky when he ran for president in 2016. As is reporting, it seems all those shenanigans from Kavanaugh's hearing have finally wakened Senator Graham in a good way. Although he has spent most of his time in the Senate carrying water for the likes of RINOs like John McCain and Jeff Flake. He has now come onto his own and is acting like how all Republicans should act. Although it makes me wonder if he would have acted this same way if the accused would have been Judge Amy Barrett, who isn't a George W. Bush judge. Here is more via "My bullshit meter got pegged." Senator Lindsey Graham told Business Insider shortly after the hearing to address the sexual assault allegations against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh on Thursday. When Graham became the first Republican to actually ask a question in the marathon hearing in lieu of yielding his time to the outside counsel, he took it to 100. Graham's high-tempered excoriation of Democrats for what he said was a politically motivated smear campaign against an otherwise qualified jurist did more than make a few headlines. It galvanized Republicans and fired up a sulking and nervous set of lawmakers. Once Graham chose to ditch Rachel Mitchell, the Arizona prosecutor who enabled Republicans to avoid any gaffes or unfavorable headlines from the hearing, every other GOP senator on the committee followed. Their themes echoed Kavanaugh's own defense that this is a disgrace, revenge, and purely about politics. One after the other, Republicans beat their chests and tore into Democrats for what Texas Senator Ted Cruz called one of the most shameful chapters in the history of the United States Senate. "I didn't know what I was going to do, but I had it up to here with talking about his yearbook and trying to imply that why won't you ask for an FBI investigation? Like he's the problem," Graham said. Kavanaugh has stepped up, he never shied away. "Those folks on the other side created this problem. That's when the dam broke for me." For Republican senators not on the committee, they returned to Capitol Hill late Thursday evening full of caffeine for a closed-door conference meeting echoing and praising Graham's tirade. Graham received a thunderous applause in the conference. Georgia Senator Johnny Isakson likened him to TV's Matlock. The right-wing, pro-Trump online community was rousing with praise for Graham. Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy said of course Graham's speech resonated with him because the Democrats destroyed a mont's reputation. "I thought he made a good talk," said Alabama Senator Richard Shelby. "Matter of fact, I thought Dr. Ford was credible, but I thought Kavanaugh was strong. Very credible, very strong. It's shameful what has gone on in this country in the last 2 weeks," Montana Sen. Steve Daines told Business Insider. "This has brought the United States Senate to an all-time low." The fire Graham lighted under their feet changed the mood. Allies of President Donald Trump had soured on Mitchell doing all the questioning for Republicans. Back at the White House, the feeling was similar. Mitchell's methodical and calculated approach does not exactly elicit high ratings. But Kavanaugh's furious defense of himself and his family name, paired with Graham's tirade, won Republicans' hearts and minds. Immediately after the hearing concluded, Trump mimicked Kavanaugh's testimony and called for a vote on his nomination. Tennessee Senator Bob Corker, a Republican once on the fence about confirming Kavanaugh, declared in a statement that he would vote to confirm. "Judge Kavanaugh showed America exactly why I nominated him," Trump wrote on Twitter. His testimony was powerful, honest, and riveting. Democrats' search and destroy strategy is disgraceful and this process has been a total sham and effort to delay, obstruct, and resist. The Senate must vote. And the night ended well for Graham in Trump world. He ate Chick-fil-A with Fox News host Sean Hannity. As you can clearly see by his comments and the article above, Senator Graham has had it. And he is done putting up with Democrat shenanigans. He is 100% correct. There is no reason why Judge Kavanaugh and his family, and America should have had to go through something like this because the Democrat Party wants power and is upset that they lost the 2016 election to a complete outsider. Let's hope and pray Graham is correct when he said he hopes they never get that power they so crave. Because if they do, they will have no issue undoing all the great things President Trump has done. Only you and I can stop this from happening by going out and voting on Election Day. Lindsey Graham on CNN. If you don't like me working with President Trump to make the world a better place, I don't give a shit.